Okay, so example 4. Here we want to construct a Venn diagram with the following sets. So notice again we have our universal set and we have 3 subsets of our universal set. So in order to construct a Venn diagram, we begin by finding 4 intersections. So in each case, right, common elements will be shown. So these are the 4 intersections that you want to start with. The first one is A intersection B. The second one is A intersection C. And the third one is B intersection C. And then finally, or you can write this at the beginning, is the intersection of A, B, and C. Right? Sometimes some students like to start with this one. The book I've noticed is using this at the end, but I find it a little bit easier just to find that common point to all 3 sets. But either way, you should find it. So we have, let's see, so what is the intersection of A, B, and C, right? So what do A, B, and C have in common? And make this a little bit bigger. So what do A, B, and C have in common? Maybe let me just get a pink. It looks like, let's see, it's not, well, there's no A, no B, no C, E, right? E is in common. No G, H is in common, and I believe that's it for A, B, and C. So let me just make that smaller again. So E and H are what's in common. So E and H, right? So the cardinality of this set is 2. Now let's find, well, let's just move up. What is the intersection of B and C? And so again, we just go up. And B and C, well, let's see, here's B and C. And what's in common? And it happens to be, so we have E, and actually it's the same thing, E and H, right? Nothing else is in common. It's still E and H, which is okay. So we have 2 elements. Now what about the intersection of A and C? And again, A and C, maybe I'll use blue here. So A and C, let's see, so we're looking at, right, this guy and this guy. Well, it looks like A is in common, C, D, E is in common, and H is in common. So A, E, and H. So I'll move down. So A, E, and H. Okay. So A intersection B. So what's in common with A and B? And again, we do the same thing. A and B looks like E is in common, G is in common, and H is in common. And so EGH, so we have E, G, and H. Okay, so we found the intersection of these 4 sets. And now the goal is to place right, all of these elements into regions, right, the 8 regions that we talked about, starting from the innermost region, probably this one, and then just working our way outward. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's see, maybe make this, well, let's maybe flip the page here. So we have okay, I'm trying to flip, but it's not letting me. Let's see, let me try. Okay, that's okay. We can just move down. Okay, so the goal is to draw a Venn diagram. So again, you should have this on your paper ready. So I'm just going to draw my universal set, right, U, which consists, right, of the alphabet, right, A all the way to L. I think it's consecutive, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, yes, all the way to L. And we're working with 3 sets. So here's A, here's B, and here's C. Right, so here's A, B, and C. And the first set that we start with, or the elements, are the intersection of A, B, and C, which is right in the middle. So I probably should have drawn this a little bit bigger, but here is E and here is H. All right, E and H are the only elements that are common to all 3 sets. So we're basically done with that one. And then the order doesn't matter here. You can, start with this set, and this set. Let's assume that I wrote this first. So then I'm going to work with the A intersection B next. So A intersection B, right? So here's A and B. And so what do they have in common? Well, what they have in common is this region here. And according to our, what we found was E, G, and H. So here's E, G, and here's, the intersection. So we're just missing a G in there. So let me maybe make that white. So there's, right, our G, E, H, right? That is the intersection, right? E, G, and H are in both A and B. The next one is A intersection C, and we found that that was A, E, and H. So A, E, and H, well, the intersection of A, right, and C, right, the intersection of those 2 sets is this region right here, right? That's the intersection. And so far we have E and H in there, but that other piece, well, that other piece we're missing an A there. So there should be an A here. So I'm going to write an A. And again, so notice we're moving from the innermost region, right? We started here. And then again, you have this region, and this region. So we started with this one, now this one, and now finally, well, this one's the only one left besides these 3. So we have B intersection C. So B intersection C. Actually, I checked off the wrong one. We did this one. So let me just erase that. Okay, having trouble with the eraser again. But we haven't done this one. We're doing this one right now. So let's see, B intersecting C, okay, the region, that's the intersection is right here, E, H, and then there's something else here. Well, what did we find? We found, that our intersection was E and H. So there's nothing left to fill here because, it was exactly the same as the full intersection. So there's nothing here to put. And now we want to figure out these regions, right? This one, and this one. So, okay, so again, to find this region, right, or we're trying to fill in the whole A, but we already have some elements that have, are common to other sets. So we're going to look at the way you fill this in is, so let me just make this bigger. Okay, so we're looking at A, and notice that right? We've already circled a few elements, right? A, E, G, and H. And so what didn't I circle or underline? I didn't underline D, I, and J. So I know that I still need D, I, and J. So go back to my, so I know in A I'm going to have D, I, and J. And then you can just quickly verify. I mean, set A has A, D, okay, so here's A, D, E, G, E, G, H, I, and J. So all the elements are in that set A. And let's see, it's 10 minutes. I'm going to continue on the next video again because it's going to take forever to upload. So I'll do the next, fill in the next two regions in the second video.